this room and take this son of a bitch with you.
This is a hospital. Well, I'll be damned.
Oh, Epiphany?
Are you the cause of all this disturbance?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then you need to go. My only concern is my patient. She needs to rest, so you need to go.
Okay, come on, Carly, let's go.
You need to leave as well.
I can't leave my wife.
I'm not telling you to get on a plane for Buenos Aires. You can wait right out in the hall. Sam's doctors will prescribe for her to rest, so she's going to rest.
I understand. Just give me a second.
Okay, so you need a rest. I'll be right outside. Right outside the door, okay? I love you.
Love you too.
Seems like you've had quite a shock. You want me to contact your doctors? See if they'll prescribe a sedative?
No. It's okay. I just need some time to think.
I'll bet you do.
Okay, he's clearly gonna fight to hold on to your life. But who can blame him? I'm the one who convinced him that he was you. I mean, I badgered him until he accepted it, and now I show up and I say, oops, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
It's my fault. It's 100% my fault. I should have known better. I should have never convinced myself that he was you. Just like I should have never talked you into coming here. But you should have come here, because you should have seen Sam, because it's important. I don't know, maybe I made a painful situation
Carly,
even
stop,
worse.
Stop. I'm glad you made me do this.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got to see Sam. And Danny. And I found out that he's my son.
Yeah. You knew the second you looked at him. I mean, he looks just like you. And he acts like you. Except Michael says he's just a terror, that he runs around the corner main house just driving everybody crazy when he's there and he's visiting, you know. Jason! Jason!
They say that seeing is believing, but in this case, that is a grotesque understatement. It's great to see you again.
You don't think I'm a fraud?
Oh, please. I'm a litigator. It's my job to find the holes in any story. And that yarn we've all been sold about the other you, that was chock full of them.
So you never believed that guy was me?
I always had my doubts. Always.
Why didn't Sonny and Carly?
It's simple. Because as fond as I am of you, they love you. And while I liked the fact that you were back, alive and well, they needed you to be. But as I said, there were gaps in his story that no one could fill.
What about my story? Doesn't have gaps?
Interestingly enough, your story logically fills in the gaps in his. But there's no doubt in my mind. You are the one, the only Jason Morgan.
Yeah, that is, it's good to hear.
Now, enough of that. We need to get down to the brass tacks of getting you out of here.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
In the interest of deniability, is this a conversation I would be better off not hearing?
Are you billing me?
No, I'm billing Jason, who's going to be hard-pressed to pay me now that you seem intent on signing away everything you own.
But I assume you're speaking rhetorically, as Jason's offshore holdings are substantial and continue to accrue impressive results.
Yeah. Well, his Port Charles holdings took a mighty hit today. But I digress. I'm assuming that you all know that Detective Nathan West is Faison's son.
How did you know?
Because he just gave an interview and it's going viral.
Spinelli, where are you going? We need you on this. What are you doing?
Maxie was adamant that no one ever know that Nathan is Faison's son. Now it's trending. I have to make sure she's okay.
So, you want to tell your lawyer what you've been up to? Faison has another son besides Nathan. And this man has appropriated Faison's pen name of P.K. Sinclair. And you two are hoping to lure this man out of the shadows in the hopes that he will lead you to his homicidal rage monster of a father.
That's pretty much it.
Well, it might not be necessary if Faison sees Lulu's interview with Nathan.
Either way, we'll be ready.
Well, should those preparations result in either of you being arrested for, oh, I don't know, any number of major felonies, consider this a gentle reminder against self-incrimination. Please, yes? Remain silent until and unless I am present.
Yeah, we know that.
Yes, you know. But despite my warnings, you can be positively chatty with certain members of the PCPD, while you are a dream when it comes to criminal prosecution, but a nightmare in civil court.
You want me to leave?
No. Actually, I would like you to stay.
Diane.
Please, because
Diane.
Jason seems to listen to you. He won't listen to me. Maybe you can convince him that he can still provide for Sam and Danny. And he doesn't have to sign over everything he owns to his far from appreciative twin brother. For all intents and purposes, you may consider yourself divorced. The appropriate paperwork has been filed. It's being expedited. I have your copy here.
Okay, thank you, Diane, thank
I
you.
just want you to know I did the best I could, given the circumstances.
What does that mean?
I was referring to his near-suicidal generosity.
Okay, now she's exaggerating.
I am not sad to say. A few provisions would have gone all
Diane,
long way.
it was not about the money.
You're right.
Okay?
It's not about the money. Look, I'm just your attorney. It's my job to safeguard your legal and financial interests to the extent that you will allow me. But if you wanted to make Sam happy, if that was your objective, you failed. You achieved the opposite. She will never be happy with him. She might have been, if you had stayed away, if you hadn't come back. But you did. You're here. And she loves you. Even a lawyer can see that.
Well, I know Diane is a pain in the ass, but most of the time she's right.
What was I supposed to do? Fight Sam in the divorce?
Well, what if you just went over there and you told her that you loved her and that you want her back?
She's not going to leave him.
How you know if you never ask?
You referred to a sequel. Haven't read the ending.
How does it end?
You know, people say heartbroken all the time. You know, they do. They're heartbroken that their favorite team lost, or heartbroken that they missed some important event, but they're really just disappointed or sad and upset. But heartbroken it's exactly that. You know, your heart feels like it's broken. And you feel like you can't breathe because there's this heavy weight on your chest. And the pain is so strong, you're paralyzed. I mean, it takes everything for you just to move. That's what it was like for Sam when you disappeared. I mean, she kept going for Danny's sake. He gave her the strength to move on, and she did okay. You know, she built a life for herself, and she was happy as she could be, with her heart broken. And then you come back. And not him, not someone that she thinks is you, but you. And Sam's not heartbroken anymore.
Confused? Sure. Doing the wrong thing for what she thinks is the right reason? Absolutely. But she knows that you're alive in the world. And that whenever she can come up with her courage, she can be with you again. Or you, Jason, you can stop all this. You can, because you could go to her and you could tell her that you want to be with her. Don't Carly me. Just listen for a second. I know you. I know you're trying to do the noble thing. You want Sam to be happy, even if you're not. I get that. But Sam's love isn't going to go away. It's not. And all of us waiting around for Sam to admit it, it just hurts everyone. You love Sam. Damn it. Go to her and fight for her.
It's part of my past.